And there's the picture. There we go. Right. Right. We get the public chat. I can't even bring up the end of the fucking. There we go. And then, crap. Oh, I hit this fucking thing. Come on, here we go.
We back. I believe we're talking about the journalist. Who's this about? Who's this
Before
about?
this video
Who f***ed around and found out Sensitive Society? By the way, one of the best YouTube channels on Twitch.
starts, I just want to let everyone know that I am risking my life out here, okay?
Oh, we're talking about the game journalist. Oh, yeah. Okay,
There we go.
Anissa, right? Okay, let's hear about it. Oh, I know lots. About this bitch.
I'm putting my life on the line because I am messing
Yep.
with the
Yeah, this is not iDubbbz's girlfriend. Yeah, this is a whole different monster, bro. Holy shit, what the f am I looking at?
Kotaku journalist, a former Kotaku journalist.
Bro looks like the Sith IRL. Like, are you telling me this bitch doesn't get controlled by the dark side? Like, you better be lucky you're looking at this bitch through a monitor. Otherwise, you can force choke your ass. Like, I'm telling you, bro.
With a Kotaku journalist, a former Kotaku journalist, who is pretty intimidating, okay? She loves to pick fights. She loves to go after people.
You know who this chick looks like? Hold up, where is it? Bald girl, D&D movie. Can I find this character?
Oh no.
Like, you, bro, I'm telling you, that is the same human, bro. You cannot convince me otherwise.
I mean, this is what happened to Asmongold and many others who've been critical of her.
And if you have a problem with that, come fight me physically, bitch.
Is that her?
Wait, that's her?
No way.
No.
No.
I would like to say I would love to fight any woman. If you'd like, I would love to fight a woman. I will do it out of brain, and it's very scary for me, but I will step up to the plate. I would love to. I would love the box. Would be great.
Taking you up on that yet?
No, because they're all pussies.
You might be asking yourself, yo, who is this? That insane person goes by Elisa Mercante, and like I said before, she used to write for the very fallen off page that goes by
Stop listening. I believe in equality. I believe that women and men can fight just as well as each other. So why wouldn't I be allowed to fight a woman? Why wouldn't I? I think it'd be great content. Why not? I'll even fight two at the same time. Love to box.
Kotaku, which is a gaming website where you could get all your top 10 funniest dank moments of 2017, but she recently got fired because, well, she's fucking insane. And yes, she's a Hassan Piker fanboy. Surprising, absolutely
wow.
no one.
A fate worse than death. You gotta be so fucking dumb to support a guy who went to a fucking brothel with children at it, with at least one child confirmed. The guy has admitted he's gone to a Diddy party. He's called the police on his ex-girlfriend just to fucking harass her. His fucking father, because we're going after fathers now, right, is the guy who's responsible for the October 7th terrorist attacks. His fucking uncle's a fucking sex pest. I mean, good Lord. And did you hear the shit he said about women when he was fucking younger? It's fucking ridiculous. Why are we supporting this guy? Oh yeah, because we're fucking dumb.
A whole article lacing.
I have friends who like Hassan. That's okay, Gravy. That's all right. Some people have autism, and that's okay.
Hassan, okay, this is journalism. She also made this amazing article. Dear video game industry, please name a woman. That's the type of articles this individual writes. But the biggest article she ever wrote, and this is what essentially destroyed her career, was this article about Sweet Baby Inc. This is a super long and complicated
Sweet Baby Inc. What a disaster.
Situation that will legitimately take me 15 to 20 minutes to explain it. But if I could just make a quick summary of it. All this started because a Steam user created a curator tool on Steam listing games Sweet Baby Inc. are credited on, and it would show on screen if they worked on it, if they didn't. Then someone who worked at Sweet Baby Inc. or someone affiliated with them trying to get that Steam user banned, and that tool removed the whole goal of Sweet Baby Inc. is so the video game has more diversity. I am simplifying this as much.
Yeah, so Sweet Baby Inc. was essentially like forced diversity in video games, very progressive, very woke, where they decided, you know what if we make games gay as fuck? Some people didn't like it, obviously, and everybody has the right to not like the content that they're consuming. That is our right as citizens of this earth.
Much as I possibly can, just so you guys get the context. And fast forwarding, about a year later, she's beefing with Asmongold, pretty much wants to destroy this guy's life.
By the way, do you remember that girl that worked at Kotaku and then she wrote the big article, the Cabrutus article?
Here at Asmongold, Clips Enterprises, we do not forget, March 25th, Alyssa begins the encounter, asking for dirt on Asmongold on an alleged hit piece documenting his shift. And then Alyssa begins a barrage of tweets about my client's lackluster appearance when she started replying to tweets that had nothing to do with the Sweet Baby Inc. situation. And then she crossed the line when she started liking and retweeting tweets calling...
Oh, God, I wish I had an editor that could do this shit, bro.
Do what? I am out here editing 24 hours a day, barely sleeping. You even forgot to bring me food yesterday. What? I am editing. Just go back to the video, Baldy. Go back.
Asmongold, a racist and a transphobe in an attempt to have him lose his Capcom sponsor for Dragon's Dogma 2.
Alyssa Mercante got fired from Kotaku. Yeah, I think it's probably a good decision for her and also for Kotaku.
I've been extremely vocal about this over the years. I am not a fan of people being like, I don't like you. You're kind of controversial. I'm going to make sure your sponsorship gets taken away. Essentially, the downfall of this girl was this dumbass article that got her a lot of hate, and then going after Asmongold, which is an interesting tactic. And then if we fast forward even more, she did get fired. So fucked up that I lost a job, and I am struggling to get a new one because of a year-plus harassment campaign. Let it be known that she low-key kind of started all of this. She's not some innocent victim. Like, she legitimately started this, and then she's surprised it backfired. She fucked around and found out, and she has absolutely no one but herself to blame. Everything that's going on in your life is because of you. Your downfall is your fault for being an idiot. You are responsible for your own downfall, okay? Stop blaming Asmongold. Stop blaming... man.
Title of the video, she went after Asmongold and ruined her own life. Oh, man, it's so great. And I will be there to aid in the journey.
And I was doing my job well before all of this happened. Cruelest people got what they wanted, and most people in this industry just let it happen. Once again, playing the victim, even though she pretty much started this. You legitimately had the easiest job in the whole entire planet. Which,
yeah, I feel like if a journalist isn't doing their job, which is telling what a game is like and the pros and cons, and instead are journaling on these games and these events, attempting to force agendas and force narratives that don't need to be there, I feel like they should lose their job. Why wouldn't they?
Which is writing dumbass articles about gaming. And then you wanted to fight people. The best fits at the Game Awards 2022. I'm pretty sure this article went triple cardboard. She really has no one to blame but herself for her career.
Ain't no way he just said went triple cardboard. That's foul, bro.
Here to die and crash and burn in 4K, 60 frames per second. Walking to a restaurant shift and feeling 25 again. You had the easiest or one of the easiest jobs in the whole entire world. That is making dumbass articles that gamers read. Now you might be asking yourself, yo Oscar, we get it. This is drama from a month ago. Why are you talking about this in the big 2025? Well,
big 2025.
She came back and made this video called Hating Me Gets Some Views. Here's my story. Now, this girl is...
There's a difference between hating and just to hate versus saying the actions that you yourself have done, right? There's a big difference. Hating is what Hassan and his orbits do, right? stating facts is things what like sensitive society and Asmongold does, right? And just because those facts don't make you particularly look good doesn't mean that they're hating. It's just giving you an accurate representation of what the timeline was. Very different. Truth does not equal hate.
Is insane. She's unhinged. I fear for my life making this video. So there's a high possibility that she might see this video and she might want to take it down. If you take down my video, I will sue you. Okay. I will sue you into you're literally homeless. I will make sure you're more homeless than you are already. I will make sure you pay me those Kotaku royalties, which I'm sure you get about 50 cents per month. And if you appreciate me risking my life, essentially, for this, make sure you go to Advanced GG and use my code Society30 at checkout to get yourself a good-ass, delicious powder energy drink. Any flavor, any shaker cup, whatever you want. 30.
Personally, I prefer Gamer Subs using code BALDY, but obviously you guys do whatever you want.
% off. Not only do you get a delicious drink, you also get a sweet-ass discount.
Have I mentioned that all of the drinks have zero sugar and them and the caffeine?
That's amazing.
All delicious.
That's I love that. I love that.
Now we could get back into the
Great,
slot,
I love that.
My name is Alyssa Mercante. I'm a freelance entertainment and internet culture journalist based in Brooklyn, New York. In March of 2024, I wrote a story that would forever change my life.
Oh my
I didn't
God.
expect it to. It was just a report dispelling a conspiracy theory that had gained traction in the dank caves of the internet, in the same spaces where people convince themselves that furniture sites are trafficking children, or that there's a ring of Satan-worshipping cannibals in Washington,
babe, get off
D.C.
the fucking
The story
PC.
laid out the core tenets of this particular
Come on.
conspiracy theory, that a single video game consultancy firm
Mom. Hi, Mom. Mom. Hi, Mom. Get out of the way. Yo. Oh, he's on the fucking keyboard. Once again. Come on. Yeah. You go. Yeah. Hi, babe. Nhớ vô việc á gì? Come on, you get up the keyboard. You get up the keyboard. Dad. Hi. Hi. Oh, when I'm up that peeing the cat. You dumb. You're coming, don't you? Yeah, you do it coming. That's my bed. That's my bed. You know it coming, don't you? You like that thing. You really, really do. Nom 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 nom. Nom 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 nom. Hi, babe. Come on, go up your head. Your head down. Your head down. There you go. You keep the other side done. Swap over. Yep. Have to do the other side. Do it out. Have women at a finest day, babe. Have women at a finest. That. That. Đây. Thì là đấy. That. Skill. Nằm. Okay. Yeah. 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 Where you going? There you go. Come. Yeah. You got it. You got it. Phải nhất cầu với cái cả sáng kia. Yep. But it's not kind of for further. Hey, let's go.
Known as Sweet Baby Inc., led by a black Canadian woman, was forcibly injecting diversity into some of the video game industry's biggest titles.
Yeah. Because it was. And everybody knew it was. There's no conspiracy. That's what they did.
The report stated that a consultant working at the time with Sweet Baby Inc. discovered a 100-person strong curation
Something's not a conspiracy if it was demonstrably true.
page on the video game marketplace site Steam, dedicated to tracking any games that the firm had worked on. The curation page also had an affiliated Discord group. The Discord chat was filled.
Yeah, why do you think it had so many downloads if it was a conspiracy? Why do you think so many people were using it if they weren't doing that shit? I wonder.
With racist jokes, misogynistic memes, and homophobic hate.
Welcome to the internet in 2025. Oh man, don't use all chat in League of Legends.
Based?
That sounds like my place to be at. Now, she conveniently leaves out the part where some people over at Baby Inc. went after the guy and wanted to take down his page to know if Baby Inc. was involved in any way, shape, or form. Which is like, if you have nothing to hide, why would you want to take that down and fuck with that guy? You know what I mean? It just doesn't make any sense. And this conspiracy theory isn't true. Why would you want to take him down? I hate these fucking people because they're always playing the fucking victim
Of
and
course.
pretending like they didn't do anything wrong.
And the reason why I hate when people play the victim is it makes it a lot harder for victims to actually speak out and be taken seriously. It's probably one of the worst things, because now whenever you are a victim, everybody says that you're playing the victim. And it's very difficult to traverse in big 2025 when you've actually been wronged, and because there's so many fucking fake victims out there that the real victims can't get any justice. It's pathetic.
to deserve the harassment. And if you don't know better, you would be like, man, poor girl, I feel so bad for her. I kind of want to give her a hug. If we look at the 2,000 comments...
No, Ryan, going near that bitch with a 20-foot pole. Absolutely not.
The top one says, remember when you asked girls to fight you and then ignore everyone who offered it? Didn't you ask for a fight? Play stupid games, win stupid prizes. This video has a lot of misinformation. Information is selected and edited to make it look like she is the victim. She's not innocent in all of this. Do like how you skipped over the harassment campaign you and other people started against the Steam creator group. You act like a victim.
Yeah, but that wouldn't suit her narrative, so why would she talk about it?
But you are the true bully.
That's the difference.
You sought to cancel people, and karma came back full force.
Yeah.
Now that you know all of this context, you can see right through her BS, right through her lies.
These are the kinds of messages I received immediately after publishing that piece. Hang yourself, traitor. Email sent to my work. Hi.
Welcome
to the internet. Oh my God. Somebody told them to kill themselves. Oh my God. Oh, this is so horrible, babe. Like, bitch, I get that 30 times a day. Fuck that. I get that 30 times a... Cry harder, Zionist. Your dad's a rapist. Let me check. Bald-headed bitch. Let's keep going. Crying over pussy shit. Rapist allegations. Yeah, rapist. Yep, Oh, and there's a lot more. And if you go into the DMs, they're way worse.
Could I kindly ask you to remove yourself from this world, you absolute waste of air? Hope you get gang by Muslim slut. You're not a journalist. You're a Jew with a complex.
Yeah, so everybody gets these, right? Live example. Oh, here's another one. This just happened. Are you going to cry like a bitch again anytime soon? I'd sub for that. You're disgusting. Yeah, you get those every day. It's called being a content creator. The problem with you, whatever the fuck your name, Anissa, you went from a journalist to a content creator. And content creators get this shit every single fucking day. That's why Hassan said it's the hardest job in the world. Truly a shame. And I know there's not enough love for the content creators in this scene, but I promise you, once I'm vindicated, I will make sure that all content creators are treated equally and none of this bullshit happens ever again. Unfortunately, we are not in that timeline yet. But yeah, just go ahead and get over it. It's that easy.
You are a participant in degenerate culture and a staple point of that. All I'm saying is don't go planning that 40th birthday. You won't make it to that point. Ugly Jew begging for free shit. What a surprise. See?
Man, she has really stepped into the lion's den, huh? Ah, well.
Your editor at Kotaku, spitting on you people isn't enough at this point. Your father raised a disgusting woman and he should be ashamed of himself. Alyssa Mercante is next. Dumb this bitch, you're messing with the wrong people. You're next in line to be digitally hanged. You're next, traitor. We make you famous. We will continue. You fucked with the wrong people. Your time is coming to the end. The clock is ticking.
Now, do I think...
I get that every single second of every single day. And I'll be real, nobody feels bad for me at all. You sure as fuck they ain't gonna feel bad for you, bitch.
Some of these are extreme. Yeah. As a content creator, right? Because I guess I'm an influencer. Sorry, I could not get through that without laughing. As a content creator, I'm not a huge guy, right? I have 540,000 subscribers. I'm not that big of a deal, but I still get some hate.
I think you're a big deal, man. Sense of society, I think you're a big deal. I think you're a good ass dude. And I think you make great content. Don't sell yourself short, brother.
A few days ago, someone on my Instagram told me to kill myself, and I cried. I'll try to find it, but they were spamming my Instagram page, and they were just like telling me to kill my...
I had a friend who got called a bad content creator, and they were upset about it for 20 minutes. And I said, it's just really not that big of a deal. And they said, you don't get it. And then they sat there, and they said, oh, wait, you totally get it. You're right. I think I'm being a baby. I was like, brother, you think I don't get hate messages? Brother, people hate me so much, they going after my family. Hopefully I'm allowed to hang out with my brother. I will warn you guys, my brother has killed people. He has. And he was in the military. Hopefully I'm allowed to hang out with him. We'll see.
Myself and stuff like that, and it's like, it comes with the territory for better or for worse, and if you can take it, don't fucking be a social media influencer or a content creator or whatever the fuck, because everyone gets death.
That means I kill people too, guys.
The first person to ever receive hate online. Like, there's people, like, I know that there's people on Twitter and Reddit and YouTube that don't like me, and that's completely fine. I'm okay.
What's your brother's KDA? Oh, bro, it's so fucking high. He worked artillery, so he would like drop bombs on people. You know what I'm saying? Big KDA, big KDA. I actually have no idea what my brother's on. I'm just talking out my ass. I have no idea.
Hey, with
I don't really talk about my family's like war history because I know it fucks them up, so I just don't talk about it.
that, and that's just the internet, okay? Now, how do I feel when people tell me to kill myself? I mean, I've been doing this for 4 or 5 years, so I'm pretty numb to it. I mean, I don't care. It does not ruin my day. If you cry or your feelings are seriously hurt over someone telling you to KYS yourself, you're a fucking baby.
I was getting hundreds of messages across Twitter, Instagram, my work email, my private email, and elsewhere. Not one to have my integrity questioned or my name smeared, or to just lay down and take it. I pushed back against these detractors. At the same time, a whole host of YouTube videos began cropping up that were about me, my life, my work, and anything else I had ever done online. They were full of harassing statements, libelous statements, defamation, misogyny, homophobia, and everything else you'd expect from a group of people who use rage bait to make money on YouTube.
If you did nothing wrong and stinky gamers were just after you for no reason, I would be like, damn, I kind of feel bad for you, you know?
Yeah, absolutely. Because there are a lot of people who get hate trained for no fucking reason. This is not one of those scenarios.
What I mean, like, people are being so rude. This is insane. Guys, come on now.
This is not one of those scenarios.
The case. You're not the innocent victim you claim to be in this video. It's not Asmongold's fault. It's not the gamer's fault. It's your fault for being a fucking moron. Just want to talk about this briefly because I'm like, ain't no way this chick is now playing the victim after everything she did. She's literally a cry bully. That's exactly what she is. Now,
absolutely.
All this said, what do you guys think of the situation? Leave it in the comments below. I'm always reading them.
What do I think? I think the bitch is dumb as fuck. And sense of society, I think that you're the man. Anyways, guys, stop with the mean comments. I really can't handle them. They really hurt my feelings.
Seems to get off the high horse.
Hello, you absolute legends. 4 years ago, all the way back in May of 2021, I released a video covering what is potentially the biggest and most widespread video game cheating scandal of all time. After a new method to detect cheated runs was discovered in Trackmania, multiple top players and many others were exposed for having cheated by using Cheat Engine to slow the game down and record times in slow motion. Literally, thousands of records were discovered to have been cheated, and the sheer magnitude and breadth of the amount of cheating is something I've never ever seen before nor since. The most shocking revelation was the inclusion of arguably the greatest Trackmania player of all time, a player known as Riolu. When it came to time attack, Riolu was the GOAT, and he dominated almost every single Trackmania game that exists. However, it was discovered that Riolu had cheated thousands of his runs, going all the way back to at least 2011. That is a full decade-long history of cheating, and he will go down in history as one of the most prolific cheaters of all time. Riolu wasn't the only cheater though. In fact, 5 out of the top 10 players in the world were exposed, so you can see how this would have had a massive impact on the community. But Riolu was unique, as the other top players who were caught more or less immediately admitted to cheating once everything came to light. But not Riolu. After the findings of a months-long investigation were made public, Riolu completely disappeared. And when I say disappeared, I really mean it. After the findings of a months-long investigation were made public, Riolu completely disappeared. And when I say disappeared, I really mean it. His last tweet was in May of 2021. His last Twitch stream was the day before everything came to light. His last YouTube upload was also in May of 2021. He made no admissions, made no public statements, messaged none of the moderators or any other community heads. He simply vanished. And this always fascinated me. I've covered a lot of cheaters over the years, and I've heard a lot more stories than those that I've even talked about myself. And I've never ever seen anything quite like this. It was truly bizarre. I didn't understand how someone who had devoted the last 10 years of their life to a game and to a community could just leave so suddenly without saying a single word. And it has bugged me for the past 4 years. However, as it turns out, the reason why Riolu was able to stay so silent for so long is because he never actually left. After one of the most interesting investigations I've ever seen, it was uncovered that not only was Riolu still playing, but he had worked his way all the way back to the top of the ranks, playing under an anonymous account. And he wasn't just playing under one account either, he was playing under many. Riolu had been secretly playing under the guise of several anonymous accounts ever since he was banned in 2021. But unfortunately for him, his ruse was now up. And after all of his alt accounts were uncovered, he was banned once again. For a second time, years of records were destroyed. And the saddest part is that it appears as though all of Riolu's records after May 2021 were all legitimate. In today's video, we are going to take a look at one of the craziest stories I've ever heard, and to learn what Riolu has really been up to the past few years. And we will also revisit some classic cheaters of the past to compare their actions with Riolu's, and compare how the community now sees them with how the Trackmania community now sees Riolu. Because the unfortunate reality is that if Riolu had simply admitted to everything and apologized back in 2021, there is a very good chance he would already be welcomed back into the community and all of his legitimate records would still be ranked. Now legends, I am very excited to announce that I have just launched a brand new Doom speedrunning competition.
Yay,
I'm challenging you to
yeah.
beat the first level of the Ultimate Doom, E1M1, as quickly as you can while achieving 100% kills, items, and secrets. We have some amazing prizes including $500 for first place, plus 2 displays of your choice for everyone in the top 10. However, it really doesn't matter how fast your run is, 3 runs chosen at random will also receive a display poster as well. The competition will be running for 3 weeks, ending on the 6th of June, and the link to the competition page will be in the description. I managed to get a time of 59 seconds, so I'm really curious to see how many people will be able to beat me. A massive thanks to Displate for helping to make this competition possible. I honestly love Displate. I think they make incredible looking posters, and I personally have a ton of them. Displate works with all of your favorite media, so if you love a video game or a movie or a TV show, you should definitely celebrate it by grabbing a Displate and putting it on your wall. Not only will buying a Displate improve the aesthetic of your room, but it will also help to make future competitions possible. Not just with Doom, but with other games as well. Support me by supporting Displate and get yourself a poster so we can do more of these types of competitions. It really will make this possible. And also, if you use code Carl or my link in the description, you will also get a huge discount. I would love as many people to get involved as possible, and if this competition is a success, I will do many more in the future. In this video, I'm going to be talking about the findings of an extensive investigation carried out by the Trackmania community. If you want to know the exact methodology of the investigation, I strongly recommend you go and watch a video by Virtual. It's an amazing video, and it goes in depth as to how all of this was uncovered in great detail. As I mentioned before, on the surface, it appeared as though Riolu vanished after being exposed in May of 2021. But here is what really happened. Immediately after getting banned on his main account, Riolu started playing on another account called 92Bob. And when I say immediately, I really mean it. Riolu was banned in May, and then 92Bob started achieving records in June, less than a month later. 92Bob caught the attention of other players from day one. This was a completely unknown player who seemingly came out of nowhere and was already achieving world records. Naturally, this caused suspicions amongst other top players, and the account was even reported to the game's developer, Nadeo. In July 2021, in response to the cheating scandal, Nadeo deleted hundreds of cheated records from Riolu and others, and they even removed some times from 92Bob that he had already achieved by July, though it wasn't because they had solid evidence his times were cheated. Instead, 92Bob's times were only removed because the account in general was very suspicious. These removed times would ultimately end up being reinstated by Nadeo due to the lack of evidence of foul play, and 92Bob would continue to grind for the next year, eventually reaching the world #1 position in Trackmania United Forever. By December 2022, 92Bob was way out in front, and for the entire time that he was playing, he didn't interact with the community a single time, and no one had any idea who 92Bob might be. At this point, I suppose Riolu may have become lonely, because at the end of 2022, he stopped playing under the 92Bob account, and at the start of 2023, he adopted a new identity as a player named Eddie A. In contrast to 92Bob, who separated himself from the other players, Eddie was quick to involve himself within the community. He created a YouTube channel and would upload videos of his runs. He joined community Discord servers and even befriended other top players. Riolu seemed to have learned from his mistakes from the 92Bob account, which achieved good times far too quickly, thus raising too many eyebrows. With this new account, Eddie would start off much slower. Instead of posting world records, he would upload times that were just inside the top 10. However, Eddie did quickly improve, and was soon achieving world records just like 92 Bob. Eddie would focus on the game Trackmania 2 Lagoon, where he would crush the competition, again becoming the #1 ranked player in the entire world by far. Eddie even had a very interesting backstory. According to Eddie, he lived in Kazakhstan with his wife and child. And this is where I started to realize that this situation is much stranger than anything else I've ever seen. I can understand why Riolu created 92 Bob after his main account was banned. Obviously, Riolu loved the game and still wanted to play, and this was the only way that he could do it. But his actions under the Eddie account are bizarre. Riolu is German and lives in Germany, but as his alter ego Eddie, he lived life as a family man in Kazakhstan and spoke about how the movie Borat affected the world's perception of his country. On Eddie's YouTube channel, he would upload videos of runs that beat the times that Riolu had previously achieved by cheating. So it's interesting that while Riolu never admitted to cheating himself, through his alt account Eddie, he did actually accuse himself of cheating. And then he even attempted to farm praise from the community through Eddie's YouTube channel by beating his own cheated world records. Eddie would continue to play Trackmania and be an active member of the community from early 2023 all the way until November of 2024, at which time one of the moderators of the Trackmania exchange leaderboards called Arcus uncovered some very peculiar things about Eddie's account. On the Trackmania exchange leaderboards, which is a community-run website, players submit replays, and those replay files contain information about the in-game login that was used. Eddie's Trackmania exchange account had replays from two different in-game logins. One was Eddie A, which makes sense, and the other was from a login called Ponzor22. This could indicate that it was more than one person uploading replays to this account. When the moderator Arcus searched for any other exchange accounts that had replays submitted by the Ponzor22 in-game login, he found an old account that hadn't been active since 2010. This account also had replays from two in-game logins. One was from Ponzor22, and the other was Accelerator01, which just so happens to be the main account login for Riolu. Arcus then confronted Eddie, asking him why he was using multiple accounts, and asking why some of his replays have German flags when Eddie was from Kazakhstan. Eddie claimed that this was because he was sharing the account with friends. Arcus also requested that Eddie record a voice memo, I suppose to check if it was in fact Riolu, who in theory should be easy to detect given his thick German accent. Eddie was very unhappy with this, but he did say that he would provide one. However, after this conversation, Eddie completely disappeared and that voice recording was never sent. And as if by a miracle, around the same time that Eddie disappeared, 92 Bob returned. While no one had any concrete evidence that 92 Bob was Riolu, many people had suspected it for a long time. In early 2024, Virtual uploaded a video specifically addressing the mysterious identity of 92 Bob, and made the case that it was likely Riolu. However, it wasn't until the discovery by Arcus in late 2024 that the puzzle pieces really started to fall into place. And after an investigation that
What did he fuck up? I will esperar que no. Because so many accounts that you gotta work on.
spanned multiple months, it was proved beyond a shadow of a doubt that both 92 Bob and Eddie A were alt accounts of Riolu. Again, I recommend you watch Virtual's video if you want the specific details of the full investigation, because it was extremely involved and there was a ton of things they found. For example, it turned out that Riolu had been achieving records on multiple other accounts, and it also turned out that Riolu had been posting disturbing YouTube comments under the videos of other players using various YouTube accounts. And what is probably most disturbing is that Eddie A, or rather his full name of Eddie Rising, as per his YouTube channel, is a real person who was a childhood friend of Riolu. And for the past couple of years, Riolu had essentially stolen his identity. After Virtual's video was released, Nadeo scrubbed 92 Bob from the rankings, deleting every single one of his records. Plus, they also removed 14 other accounts, with most of them, or even all of them possibly, being used by Riolu. And here is what is sad. There is zero evidence to suggest that any of the records that Riolu set under either 92 Bob or Eddie are cheated. As far as anyone can tell, they were all legitimately achieved. Riolu must have spent thousands of hours playing the game game after he was banned in 2021. He must have spent thousands of hours achieving real scores, only to get banned for a second time. Riolu is the perfect example of what not to do when you get caught cheating. The reality is that if Riolu had just admitted to what he did back in 2021, he would have been allowed to compete freely years ago. The 2021 cheating scandal involved so many players that, to be quite frank, their punishment ended up being very lenient. Every single player who confessed only received a 1-year ban, and in the grand scheme of things, a 1-year ban is not a very long time. The best example is the player Nico, who in 2021 had 61 records removed for cheating. He confessed immediately after the investigation and received a 1-year ban. And now, today, he is ranked second in the world in the Trackmania United Forever rankings. Even the player who had the most records removed in United Forever, the player known as Techno, who had 279 records removed in that one game alone, only received a 1-year ban because he also immediately confessed. The Trackmania community was extremely forgiving, and not only were the bans relatively brief, but the community itself mostly welcomed back the players who were genuinely sorry for their actions. Riolu did the absolute worst thing he could have possibly done. If he confessed and apologized, he would have received a 1-year ban and then would have been able to compete for the past 3 years. He could have continued to stream, and people would have watched. He's arguably the greatest player ever. People want to see him play. Of course, there is a percentage of the public who have a zero-tolerance stance on cheating and will never forgive a player if they do cheat even a single time, but I think this is just the minority. Most people will eventually accept a genuine apology, and will re-accept a player, but only if they take responsibility quickly. Riolu clearly has no remorse whatsoever, and he clearly lacks the ability to behave in a way that will lead to a positive outcome, and I really struggle to understand why. I know it must feel very difficult when it happens, but if you do cheat and do get caught, confessing and apologizing immediately is always the best decision. To do anything else is nonsensical. Back in 2022, I covered the Guitar Hero player Shmooey, who was probably the biggest cheater of all time for that game. After being exposed, he eventually made a sincere apology and tried to make amends. And now today, 3 years later, he has been largely welcomed back into the community and is still a world-class player. And in my opinion, this is the best outcome, because he does seem to be remorseful and reformed. Last year, I covered the Osu player Clouterful, who rose to the top 3 in the world by cheating. This was one of the biggest Osu cheating scandals ever, and Clouterful was banned for a grand total of 6 months. And currently, he is almost back into the top 10. Regardless of whether or not you think a 6-month ban was too short, the reality is that because he admitted to what he did and seems to be making a genuine attempt to make amends, he is now allowed to compete. Even if a competitive leaderboard permanently bans you for cheating, if you are a good player and you're upfront about what you did, there will always be a section of the community that will appreciate watching you play. In 2023, I covered the Geometry Dash player Space UK, and this cheating scandal was intense. The lengths that Space UK went to in order to fool the community was incredible, and while he is currently permanently excluded from the official ranks, he still uploads his gameplay to YouTube and has thousands of people that enjoy watching his videos. And honestly, these aren't even good examples of what you should do, because all 3 of these cheaters initially denied cheating, as many cheaters do, and they only confessed when their situation became so obviously hopeless that they had no choice. However, I think cheaters initially deny cheating because they don't understand that coming clean really is the best and only option. Yes, things will be tough for a while, especially because cheaters are gamers like the rest of us and want to play and compete. But you shouldn't let your past mistakes cause you to make future ones. And if you have cheated, even if you haven't been caught yet, the best time to come forward is always as soon as possible. With that being said, it's possible that Riolu has now extinguished any possible grace he may have saved from the community. Almost no one will forgive his actions at this point, and he's probably never going to be a part of the Trackmania community ever again. But still, that shouldn't stop him from confessing and apologizing. Not because he may want to eventually be welcomed back, but rather because it's the morally correct thing to do. I suspect, however, that given his actions over the past few years, this is likely wishful thinking. Riolu is probably so deep in the hole that he's dug for himself that he feels as though it's impossible to escape, no matter what he ever does, which is one of the biggest shames I've ever seen in competitive gaming. We all want to see talented people do amazing things, and when someone with such amazing skill throws it all away, everyone loses. Once again, I really hope you all take part in my Doom speedrunning competition, if not just for the prizes, then at least for the fun. The link is in the description. Thank you so much for watching, you legends. I hope you're having a fantastic day, and I will see you in the next video.
Bắp. Phải hỏi mình là tôi gương quỷ bên chí. Thì cái khối đôi đẹp hả chứ đấy. Never got no sound. Again. There you go, sound. Let's do some move.
ついてこられますか？はっ。これが飾りとなる。分かった。あなたがそう望むのなら。これが飾り。分かった。あなたがそう望むのなら。
Bidi 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 bidi. Bidi 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 bidi. Bidi 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 bidi.
やかに片付けましょう。宴の始まりですわ。これはどう？
Hi, Father. Hmm.
速やかに片付けましょう。
Ah, move on.
そこです。これぞ戦乱。そばにいてあげるわ。一緒に泳ぎましょう。深淵で泳ぎなさい。高まく安流。ついてこられますか？ついてこられますか？
Knife. If I don't get it by tomorrow, then I'll throw cash at it.
Oh, thank God you're safe.
We've missed you, officer.
I'll be catching up on...
We have that version.
What's been going on, partner?
Oh my God, Lewis is back. Hey, Steph, how's my hair?
Looks like an elephant took a dump on an ostrich egg.
So, you also noticed the symmetry of my face? Whatever, shithead.
Robocop, please have a seat.
Chị vẽ appealing. Rất phát.
That's it from me.
Where is Dr. Blanche? I am supposed to
Oh.
Dr. Blanche machen.
Antonowski escapes from a high-security prison. Now the cops are thinking about going on strike. What happens if some dangerous criminal breaks out from the cells downstairs?
Pray that robocop is a...
Là cứ
Dr. Blanche.
Thank you for returning my call.
What scene? Where? You are.
Fuck me. Continue my robocop. I've got to finish over it. Do my deadline. Get the finish by Friday. But you find it?
Found it,
What was it?
There's two wires under the seat, blue and white and another colour. You sent me pull them apart and then join them. 15 mile an hour. So you did find it?
You just saved yourself 180 quid a pop.
Not today, I'll have a look tomorrow. But yeah.
You found it then?
All I typed in, does my Green Purple Village feeder have a speed limiter? Yes it does, and then scroll down, bingo. People are doing it 15 mile an hour straight away. But they also warn about doing it.
Warning, nah.
If you cut by the peters, you're fucked. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, right. I'm not going to compete stuff.
Let's see. Get a guide. That's enough. Okay.
I demand justice. I'm not leaving here till I know what happened.
Sir, can you please calm down?
I'm a respectable citizen. I won't be treated like this.
Murphy, you busy? This guy's really a handful. Do you mind taking over?
Hey, don't talk about me like I'm some kind of problem. The real problem is that one of you ignored my call for help.
Sir, none of our dispatchers would do such a thing as receive a call and not act upon it.
So maybe the next thing you're gonna tell me is that I wrecked my own fish shop.
Plenty of people attempt insurance fraud.
How dare you? My family has been serving that neighborhood for generations. You should know that I have many offers to buy out the shop, but I would never sell out to OCP, unlike you lot. I need to speak eye to eye with the man who ignored my call this afternoon.
Just a moment, sir. Murphy, I think it's your new buddy who's been on dispatch duty today. Could you check this matter with him?
Oh, the kid?
Something's going down in the locker room. Let's check it out.
It was you sitting on your ass in dispatch when my cousin called the police. He got shot because no officer showed up.
It appears there's a technical problem. I reported it to OCP.
You see? He said it himself. That little snitch reports everything to OCP to undermine our efforts.
That's not right. I answer all...
Yes, it's not right, and you'll answer for that. Put him up.
I ain't gonna fight you. We're police officers.
No, you got that all wrong. You never were and never will be part of this team, because you're not a real cop. You may fool some of us, but I can smell a rat a mile away.
That is enough.
Attacking a fellow officer is a violation of the law. I will not allow it.
Of course you won't. You're both OCP's puppets covering for each other. This is bullshit!
Come on, Steph. Let's just go.
Whatever, man.
Your stress level appears to be high. I recommend using a health pack.
I'm guessing you're not here just to check my vitals. Can I help?
There has been a complaint about police ignoring calls.
You mean other than this one? I had a feeling something was wrong with the switchboard. Can you meet me in the dispatch room? I want to show you what I mean. I think the problem started when OCP brought new equipment in. I mentioned to the technicians that I thought something was wrong with this switchboard, but they said not to fuss, as this stuff is top of the line. Maybe you could have a look at it? You found something?
This cable looks out of place. I will see where it leads.
Elise, what's the emergency?
Hello? I just called, and I believe someone hung up on...
Okay, just remain calm. Officers are on their way and we'll be with you shortly.
I haven't even finished my last sentence, and you...
Thank you for contacting the police. Stay safe.
So, any luck finding what's wrong with it?
The switchboard has been tampered with. Calls are being patched through to a concealed answering machine.
That's seriously messed up. But it's definitely not all the calls. I've been receiving a pretty decent share of them. But have a look at this. I marked the map with all the calls I've answered this week.
One entire district seems to be completely empty.
Yeah, and it's that rundown neighborhood. We need to find out what's going on over there.
An opportunity presented itself. There is a victim from there awaiting an apology.
Okay, let me take care of that. I'll tell you what I find once I'm done. I can't undo the injustice you suffered, but I want to make it right. I'd like to start by visiting your store. Maybe I could take your statement there so I don't keep you here any longer.
Finally, someone who's hearing me out. I want to see you by the end of the day. Otherwise, this matter goes straight to Mayor Kuzak.
Once I finish my dispatch duty, I'll come right over.
Good. Good. I can take my leave now.
It's the perfect opportunity to check out the area and learn what the locals know, don't you think?
I agree.
If you're not busy with your other duties, maybe you could join me there?
Murphy, you're here. Let's start with what you found out at that prison.
I will show you somewhere private.
I think I've got the place.
The new OCP project is what will make this possible for you. But I wouldn't want to leave you empty-handed. So let me at least give you this. The project's called Afterlife.
Afterlife. So someone in OCP is working with Wendell on another big project?
If not Becker, then who?
Sorry to disappoint you all, you ungrateful fucks. You didn't think I'd find you here, did you? Since I'm already here, entertain me. If I'm no longer your suspect, then who is?
I mean, we're all thinking it, so I might as well say it. What if it's the old man?
Ha! You've got some balls to even mention something like that. Nevertheless, good luck. Even if it's true, he's untouchable. Unlike you, I've got some work to do. Final preparations before the expo. So wish me luck.
Good luck.
Becker's right. We can't just go on accusing people without proof. What else is there?
Seems that Wendell found himself another gang to work for him.
What do we know about them?
Guns for hire. He's paying a lot for their services. They're supposed to be very computer savvy, real high-tech shit.
Dr. Blanche mentioned her computer was hacked.
Then I think we found ourselves a new lead.
Murphy, I want you to pursue this.
I will pay Dr. Blanche a visit.
All right, everyone dismissed.
No wonder the cop that got in
Can't wait to go back out there, partner.
You're not going anywhere.
Oh.
But, Sarge!
I need you here. That's the end of the discussion.
Murphy, Mayor Cusack wants to talk to you. He's waiting in Reed's office.
You called?
I did, Frankenstein. I hate to sound like a broken record, but the election is days away. The future of this city is at risk. That's why I wanted to be blunt with you. I want your support. Just tell me what you want me to do and I'll do it. Is it money? Do you want me to pay you?
I will remind you, Mr. Mayor, that bribing voters is illegal.
But if that's what it takes,
No.
you know as well as I that we can't have OCP rule this city. I may have overheard that there are some serious accusations pointed at the old man himself. What more do you need to know to support me?
I will think about it.
Sure. Take your time, but not too much time. The election is in 2 days. We're killing ourselves to put those bastards behind bars, and the next thing you know, they're back on the streets. Why even bother?
Don't get yourself down. Nothing really changes. We're still gonna be chasing after the bad guys.
Now that Becker has his robots, do you really think so? You better stop being so naive and join the strike.
Murphy, are you on your way to see Dr. Blanche?
Yes. Let us hope I will not be slowed down by another cheering crowd.
So, the preparations for the election are in full swing, huh?
Fortunately, I am just by the hotel.
Good. Keep me posted.
Det er det fast i rundt først. Vi vil stykke søvn, tak. Ja.
Murphy, good to see you. Multiple armed suspects have taken over the store. We gotta be careful. They got the owner inside.
I am going in.
You need backup.
Officer Washington, you're from...
Remember your field training, Officer Washington.
I won't let you down.
You guys go ahead. I'll secure the perimeter.
Oh, it's the mayor's poster. Maybe he actually knows him.
Let's get him!
You really know your stuff.
Get him!
They stand no chance against you.
You think?
What force? That'll teach him a lesson.
You wrecked my shop! Oh, God! What will my father say? On the fish! All the fish are gonna go bad! Oh, quit your whining, Pops. It's not like anyone can smell the difference.
Open the door and come out with your hands up.
Oh, shit, that's RoboCop. Listen, you and your friends got it all wrong. You're not supposed to be here, pal. OCP doesn't butt into this hood's business. And you're police on OCP's money, so you better scram if you don't want trouble.
I am a police officer. I do not take orders from lowlifes.
What do you want, Robot? I'm trying to be nice here. I've got a hostage here, and I'll blow his fucking brains out if you try anything stupid.
Break the door. He's reloading.
Who's that? There ain't an ounce of respect in those perps. There's nothing sacred to OCP. But I was wrong about you. You definitely more human than any of them OCP hyenas.
That was intense.
Good job, Officer Washington.
Thank you, Robo.
Den her gyldes lige, hvor jeg er.
Hey, Washington. That sounded like a proper gunfight. So how come you're still in one piece?
I had a partner who had my back.
Keep it up and I might just change my mind about you. I'll wrap this up, Robo.
Nghe det. Vĩ.
Get back to the precinct.
can't even use your ability in the minute play.
I don't get why RoboCop supports Kuzak. I hear he's gonna turn Robo off when he wins. You disappointed me, Robo. The police should not get involved in politics.
There we go.
Drinking in a public place is against the law.
I'm not drinking. I'm drunk already. And I am home.
I will not issue a ticket. However, I recommend enrolling in the homeless help program.
I'm not homeless, so get out of my house.
The most important thing is to find balance. Harmony. Sure, you can work your ass off every day.
116, 117, 118. Huh? Have I counted 118 yet?
Yep.
Oh, man. I need to count how many people we must pay to
I didn't know you were involved in politics. I don't give a shit about elections, but they give free food for handing out flyers.
You're back already, Grumpy? With all those colorful flags and balloons, any other cat would be in seventh heaven. Maybe you're more like me, and you get a headache just thinking about politics. You're way too early. The bachelorette party starts at 8.
I am here to meet with Olivia Blanche. What room is she in?
This is a by-the-hour hotel. People don't usually give names.
Dr. Blanche is in her 50s, bright long hair, possibly tied into a ponytail.
I gotcha. It's that classy lady. She's staying in room 405.
Thank you, citizen.
So, you aren't the real RoboCop? Listen, if your mature lady won't be able to satisfy you, I'm sure I'll find someone younger that would be happy to help.
You can see him before you hit him.
It's you. Thank you for coming over. Do you really think I'm in danger?
Not as long as I am here. Tell me what happened again.
Someone stole my work computer from the precinct. But the only thing of value are my research notes. Your evaluation especially.
Does anyone else know about your research?
OCP requested confidentiality, so they're the only ones who know about it. You don't think the old man has anything to do with it, do you?
Did you notice anyone suspicious at the crime scene?
No. But after a recent hacking attempt, Engineer Morgan fitted my work computer with a tracking device. You could download its last coordinates from my private computer. It's right there on the desk. Maybe this will help you find the culprit.
I will find them, and they will pay.
Actually, even if those thieves were after my research, they'd be disappointed. I keep most of my notes on paper, including my conclusion. I know the whole process wasn't easy for either of us, but I'm sure you felt there was progress. How do you feel about doing the final session now?
I promised to adhere to our working relationship.
Thank you. I really appreciate it. You agreed to a non-compulsory evaluation. Does that mean you felt our sessions are helpful?
Yes.
A lot has changed since we started. Do you remember how you perceived yourself back then?
I was struggling to comprehend my own existence.
That is correct. But since then, did you have a change of heart? How do you consider yourself now?
I like to think of myself as a person.
I'm glad to know you can finally see this. Through our time together, I've learned a lot about you. And one thing I know for sure is that you're not some kind of soulless OCP robot.
Why do you think so?
Could a machine create a real bond of friendship such as you and Officer Lewis have? Do you think a machine would bother to help a drug addict believe that there is a place for him in our society? Do you think a machine could teach a newly appointed officer what it means to be a real policeman? Or bring comfort to a suffering old man?
Would an actual person glitch?
We should make a clear distinction. These so-called glitches are your memories. It seems to me that they manifest themselves in unusual ways because they are trying to get through a mechanical barrier. But as memories in the past make up everyone's personality, those memories make you who you are as well. This is what makes you different from a machine. You should not fear them, but embrace them.
But there is also the other kind.
And that worries me. But the malfunctions you're referring to seem to be strictly technological. I'm afraid someone is using your mechanical side to mess with your psyche. They would be more successful if it wasn't for your human side. And no wonder. It's probably your strong will that allowed you to bear the extraordinary burdens. And it's also what's been protecting you from totally malfunctioning. I don't know a single person who could endure that. So if this evaluation was to determine whether you're human or not, my answer is, you're not just a human, but an exceptional one, Alex Murphy. Don't you ever forget that, unless you want to have me on your case again.
I will try. Thank you, Doctor.
Use my computer to download the coordinates of the tracking device. It's right there on the desk.
I have the coordinates.
Hello, Dr. Blanche. I got a special delivery for you.
But I haven't ordered anything.
I only need your signature. Can you please open the door?
Yeah, open it. Hi, boy.
Oh God, were they here to kill me?
We need to move. Lewis, there was an attempt on Dr. Blanche's life.
Is she okay?
Yes, but she will need an escort.
Roger that. I'm on my way.
about the research?
I will figure that out. Follow me.
Can we rest for a moment?
No, we should not stop.
It's a dead end. We need to look for another way.
I will make a way.
I don't know how you're thinking of making a way, but you better hurry. This room is getting awfully hot.
Follow me.
Moving forward. That's good. Concentrate on the positive, Olivia.
Need to move.
This heat is just too much.
We must keep going.
Hang on. There's a trophy here. Where's that Morgan?
We cannot go through. Fire is blocking the way.
There's the Morgan. One go back. Next one the third. This is very, very soon.
Follow me.
Grumpy. Thank you so much. The sprinklers aren't working.
Taking position.
Assholes.
The fire's dying out.
Someone's footsteps upstairs.
I will make a way. Follow me.
Oh, wow. I've seen messes here before, but not quite like this.
We've made it. Oh, thank God. But what should we do now?
My partner is going to take you to someplace safe. I will find the guilty party using your computer's coordinates.
Nope. Nope, nope. Nope. Nhưng là cái phát thơ không thể có tên là mà xin qua đây sẽ phải chơi với mình là phải đó. Cứ được rồi. Spent a turn, nectar at the button, deactivate it and then press it again and it's yours. Fair enough. That's it with full heart.
I'm finally starting to understand. The shooting, the blood, seeing it firsthand, it puts everything into perspective. What I think I'm trying to say is, thank you.
My duty, madam.
So what now, Murphy?
I will follow the signal to track the doctor's computer. You will keep her safe.
Safe from what exactly? Who were those guys?
Mercenaries on Wendell's payroll.
The same ones that paid me a visit at the hospital? Wendell should be grateful. You keep reducing his overhead.
I'm expecting a huge payoff.
I hear that.
Did I get a thanks about it? Like, what were we going here? Up it. Over? To the head or left? To the head? Then the back? Margaret?
Okay, Murphy. So where are you headed now?
I am following the signal from the doctor's computer.
That's handy. You're gonna keep me posted if you find anything, won't you?
Affirmative. Murphy, out.
I hate when you do that. Loose out.
And down. That loop. It's this loop. Probably up there. Not that loop.
Need some rubble?
No, but it might be covering something that I am looking for.
It will be like searching for a needle in a haystack unless you have some kind of X-ray vision. Any joy?
I need to see what is underneath.
Then you'll have to wait. There'll be a truck to move it in an hour or two. It's not like you can move the whole thing anyway. You're not a finicking train, are you?
I am much more than that.
Shit! You're like a freaking bulldozer. Is that what you were looking for? A manhole cover?
I need to get underground.
Well, not through there, you ain't. If the sewers are what you're after, then you should use the entrance behind the mark. Just under the overpass.
Thank you, citizen.
Thank you. Bọc hành. Ok, luôn rồi nè. Về cái này biết.
You open them blinds a wee bit so
Yeah.
they can fucking see if they come. Time to stop, will you see?
I know.
Oh, God. I'll keep on.
There we go. Now you throw it down here, grab it, and take over. And then that's it. You've got the pattern.
Huh. Another respectable citizen on their way to the sewers. Is there a party going on down there? Some of them may come back. Let's hope it's not an alien party.
Lewis, tracker coordinates lead me to the sewers. I am entering now.
I can't hear you very well. It must be bad signal. I've taken Dr. Blanche to the safe house.
Lewis, you are breaking up.
Watch your step. This might get dangerous. Make sure to contact me if back up. Stay safe.
Me. What's a new good every day? I wonder how many times you would need to complete the game and fucking fully max him out. I make up maybe
seem to get hold of him.
Lewis, can you read me?
Loud and clear. Are you out of the sewers already?
No, I found a signal booster.
A signal booster underground?
The entire OCP communication network runs down here. It looks like the mercenaries were tampering with it.
I wonder what they were up to.
Whatever they were planning, I am going to stop them.
We're getting close to the top.
Continuing fire! Bastard shot me!
We'll get the platinum. We can just sit back and enjoy it.
Please, don't kill me!
Do not be afraid. I am a police officer.
I had this nasty dream that I was a homeless guy living in the sewers. Oh, wait.
If you follow the landmine, you're going the right way. yapamasan, iş yapamasan.
Lewis, I found the computer.
What did they need it for?
Retrieving and processing data from our evaluations.
Where was the data going?
OCP's mainframe computer. To access it, you need staff credentials, and they have been using Wendell's.
You're saying that OCP has Wendell on their payroll?
The old man is the one who signed his contract.
That son of a bitch. I knew he was behind all this. Can you send us over that data?
I'm uploading it as we speak.
I'll make sure Reed sees it ASAP, so we can get you a warrant for the OCP headquarters.
I am heading to OCP headquarters now.
Em cái đó rất là Harper Animator. Insane mit dem Meer. Gesagt. And then choose to see if you're mine. Kind of save the thing. Save the old man that you could have at it. At the will. Uphold the law. Gotta be an easy way, gonna out of here, gotta go through the field again. Yeah, it is. Up to here. Để tắt tấm.
Hey, Murphy. We've been analyzing the files that you sent us. And it turns out that the data from your evaluations have been used to prepare an afterlife presentation. And get this, it's taking place right now. To put a cherry on top, the old man is in attendance. Just find where the afterlife presentation is taking place, and you'll catch the old man red-handed.
That is how I prefer to catch criminals.
No reaction from robocop, like. Thank you, you can hear now. And it's OCP.
I didn't know today's Bring Your Kid to Work Day.
Just let me go. You said yourself that you didn't have time for me.
I know who you are, lady. You broke into the security room. You're up to something.
Hey, Robo, could you resolve this issue we're having?
There's been a security breach I need to investigate, but someone's got to escort this trespasser out of the building.
I could help in both cases.
Good. The breach seems like a big job. Once you're done with her, can you join me in the server room? It's just down the hall.
Sure he could.
Don't think it's over, lady. I'll check the security cameras later to see what you've been up to. Expect a visit from the police in a couple of days.
I'll buy coffee and donuts to welcome him.
You are responsible for that security breach.
I'm trying to save people's homes. Do I have to remind you what OCP is planning to do with the residents of Old Detroit to create space for Delta City?
I have a record of that issue.
I need to find out what the estimates are for those additional costs. As you can imagine, they don't include them in their brochures, so I have to dig deeper. All the information I need to help those people is in the room where the security guard is expecting you. So can you help me get those records out?
I will not let OCP hustle innocent people.
You'll find the relevant data on one of the servers. I'll be waiting here to pick it up.
Over here. Could you help me with these doors? Someone likely tried to lay a hand on the data collected in this room. The security breach caused them to lock down. Can you open them?
I need permission to enter the restricted area and damage OCP property.
Do whatever it takes. Now, I need to reboot the security system. The malfunction shut down not only the doors, but also a nearby metal detector gate. That should do it. Thanks for your help, RoboCop. I'll stay here. I need to be sure the room is safe before the technicians arrive. My new dumbass boss will chew my ear off about it if I don't. not touch that computer. If the technicians figure out that someone was messing with it, they'll be pissed.
Got it. Wasn't too sure there what was going to happen. Got it.
Estimates. Do you have them?
Make good use of them.
You helped a lot of people with this, Murphy. But there is one more issue.
Security footage.
If I'm gonna expose OCP, I'd rather not be disturbed by anyone. Could you...
Destroying evidence of a crime is beyond my programming.
Who's talking about that? Shuffling database records will do just fine. All you need to do is recharge yourself using the computer in the security room. You could sure use a pick-me-up. You look pale, to be honest.
I will do what needs to be done to protect the innocent.
Thanks to you, I'll be able to focus on what needs to be done as well.
Stay safe, citizen.
There you go.
I did some shuffling.
Thank you. The people of Old Detroit will not forget what you've done for them.
Welcome to Omni Consumer Products. How may I help you?
A meeting regarding Afterlife is taking place right now. I want to know where.
Let me check. Yes, that would be the executive conference room on the top floor. The elevators are behind me. But I'm looking at the guest list and I'm not seeing your name.
I will be the highlight.
But you don't have the proper clearance. You won't be able to access the elevators, sir. Sir!
Let me get that door for you. I saw that whole scene. The way they treated you. Not on my watch. Going up? Beautiful, isn't it? This view gives me hope. Shows what Detroit is capable of when not hindered by the city's worst. You probably know that better than anyone else. You deal with filth more than any of us. These miserable people, crammed into those tiny apartments like cockroaches. I swear I need a shower whenever I go canvassing in old Detroit. But not for much longer. I'm heading to a meeting about the Delta City relocations, so that we finally get the poor, criminal elements out of our great city. Exciting, isn't it? You and me together. We'll clean the city right up.
This is a friendly reminder. A gunshot wound no longer entitles you to a day off, unless hospitalization is required. Thank you.
There is no one here.
What? Look around. See if we're missing something.
Do not be amazed when a man grows rich, for when he dies, he takes nothing with him. Until now. Afterlife, OCP's answer to death itself. As a frontrunner in human-machine hybrids, OCP is focused on proving that death is no longer the end. With a number of successful prototypes, our team continues to work tirelessly to ensure Afterlife is more stable than any of our previous cybernetic achievements. We've come a long way since OCP's first cyborg.
This is how I see myself.
To now.
Hi, I'm Eve, and I've died, but that's not stopping me. With the newest development in cyborg research, OCP was able to give me another chance. And now I'm back to enjoying my life. Or should I say, afterlife. Because at OCP, the goal is no longer to live, but to thrive after death. And since our friends in the government are fighting for human rights for all people that were once pronounced dead, my life will return to what it was in no time.
Under my legislation, RoboCop and all future cyborgs will be granted human rights. They'll be able to live, vote, and run their businesses just like the rest of us. Vote Mills, vote RoboCop.
Afterlife. Eternity. Today.
Oh, sorry, I didn't know someone was here.
Eve,
It's actually Meg.
are you like me?
So you've seen the ad, huh? Sorry, I'm not a robot. Just a commercial actress. I've been a face for a lot of stinkers, but good luck selling Afterlife. Technology that won't be available to us for the next 100 years or so, I've heard.
Where is everyone?
From what I understand, the old man canceled the meeting last minute. I don't know why no one tells me anything around here.
So he is behind all of it?
Who else would authorize funding of such a pretentious project?
Where is the old man?
Probably in his office, at the end of the hall. But I don't think barging in unannounced is such a good idea.
I disagree.
Suit yourself.
Прием в игры, then you can fly. Ezeket? Non need to reload. Yeah. Okay. Up. Right. Nope. Got it. Max weapon damage of 120%. Yeah. And I can't use it.
Can someone take this robot away from here? I'm trying to work.
Why was he smiling when I signed it? He never...
Dude, you have to stop coming to the office. You no longer work here. You were fired last month.
a wee bit. You've messed it up. How do I know that you haven't, though? Think about.
Put your hands up. You are under arrest.
That's no way to talk to an acting CEO. You didn't come here to congratulate me? So, you haven't heard. It's been on every channel for the past hour. Watch some TV once in a while. Life's passing you by.
As the former CEO of Omni Consumer Products passed away earlier this morning, we at Channel 9 are deeply saddened by this horrific tragedy. Our condolences go out to the OCP family in these dark times. In other news, why do balloons make that popping sound?
About time the old man kicked the bucket. A Japanese company is already eyeing to buy us out. The way he was managing the company lately, he'd basically run it to the ground, especially with his personal projects.
Afterlife.
Oh, you heard about that too. How desperate. Just die gracefully, you old fuck. But don't you worry about it. As an acting CEO, I'm putting a stop to all of OCP's unnecessary expenses. And that includes all of the old man's pet projects. So say bye-bye to Afterlife, and Delta City for that matter.
Someone needs to take responsibility.
Someone did. The demented old man behind all of this sick shit is dead. I'm shutting down Afterlife, so you should be happy. So there's nothing for you to worry about anymore. Well, maybe about collecting unemployment, since I'm firing the entire police force and replacing them all with my robots.
Those robots are unreliable.
Oh, that's adorable. Especially coming from you. But you'll get to see the improvements we've made firsthand, since I need you to come to the Arms Expo. Just don't be late. Now, you leave. Bitches, come! It's time to celebrate. Let's throw the old man a hell of a wake. Oh, Robo. That expo thing is a black tie event. Then again, I guess that doesn't concern you.
Hi, woman.
You could arrest me, officer. I even have my own handcuffs.
I'm gonna go get out of here at the same fucking tune.
Because of the tragedy that has struck our company, you will be informed by your superiors about the recommended ways to experience mourning. The meeting is not included as work time. Thank you.
The old man is dead.
Yeah, I just heard. So what do we do about Afterlife?
Becker is shutting it down.
Not the only thing he's shutting down. I just got a call from the precinct. Everyone's been fired. So what now? What about Wendell?
We wait for his move.
He'll be desperate. I bet he'll try to get as many supplies as he can before his money runs out. But where will he go to do that?
The Detroit Arms Expo.
Shit, that's right around the corner. I could go there.
No. Stay with Dr. Blanche. Becker wants me to attend the expo. This way, I can keep an eye on unwanted guests.
I hear you.
I can't believe he's gone. He was so young.
Ez a bonus is safe. That really cool about.
Proceed to the main stage and stand on the podium. There's an old friend waiting for you there already.
We have to be on the lookout for Antonovsky.
Do you ever just stop? We won, so smile. Okay, don't smile. Creeping me out. It's showtime. Welcome, everyone, to the Detroit Arms Expo, where we will show you the newest, hottest advancements in urban warfare. Thank you. Thank you. Now, please, before we proceed, let's take a moment to honor the man who made all of this possible. So join me in a minute of silence. Now, let's start the party. OCP has always been the pioneer pushing the limits of what's been possible in security technology. Those efforts gave us RoboCop and RoboCop 2. That's right. But much like our late CEO, RoboCop is the past. We need to look at the future. Ladies and gentlemen, it is my pleasure to present OCP's newest achievement, the UEDs, Urban Enforcement Droids. A reliable solution to crime with the push of a button.
Look what happened to Tony Stark.
UEDs will be exclusively protecting the streets of Detroit, since the police left the citizens of our city to the mercy of the criminal element by going on a strike. But no need for alarm. UEDs are ready to patrol the city today. Today will be their first major test, the protection of the mayoral election rally. Now, let's open up the floor to the questions. I'm sure you're dying to hear more about my robots, yes?
I have a question for RoboCop. In view of the police strike, do you think these new robots are actually capable of protecting the city?
The police did not strike. We were fired.
The police left because they felt threatened by the UEDs. And rightfully so. My machines are superior in every way. A presentation is in order to show that those are not just empty words.
I have another question for RoboCop. It's about the candidates for mayoral elections.
Who cares? It can't even vote in the damn thing. It's just an OCP product.
There are a lot of people that value his opinion. Polls show that RoboCop's words and actions have influenced ratings for both candidates several times already. So, RoboCop, could you give us all a definite answer and put our minds at ease? Is Mills' promise to grant you and all future cyborgs human rights enough to earn your support? Knowing you'd possibly get your freedom back?
Freedom to do what exactly? Get back with his family? Start a business? Join a bowling team?
Or will you, contrary to your creator's interest, encourage people to vote for Mayor Kuzak, OCP's loudest adversary?
Look it up.
I support Mayor Kuzak.
Thank you for such a straight answer. I'm sure there are people who've waited to hear it.
Well, there you have it. Now we can get back to why we all gathered here. My robots. It's time to present what these bad boys are capable of, huh? I just need to find the remote. And where did I put it?
Is that normal?
Huh? It's just a prototype. No need to worry.
More will come.
What the hell are you talking about?
What was that?
All of you need to leave. What is happening?
I lost my remote, that's what's happening!
Restoring order. Terminating aggression. Hostile activity. Your weapon.
Did you remember?
No, damn it! But there's another way. We can't control them, but we can make them stop. Take me to the Expo Depot. The entrance is through Hall C. I'll open the gate. Just clear the space. The code doesn't work. Luckily, I'm the one who sold them this garbage, so I know what to do. Just destroy the fuse box, and the gate will open. Do it!
What is your plan?
I give the orders and you follow them. Maybe it'll work that way for once. Okay, since I opened the gate, you clear the way to Hall C.
I remember differently.
Your memory is glitchy.
Suppressing hostile activity. I am the police. Discontinue the fight. Roger. Restoring order. Execution of justice.
Level up.
straight to the CEO's chair.
This EMP device, how does it affect me?
Don't worry, nothing'll happen. To your brain, at least. And that's the part you cherish the most, anyway. You'll be fine. Pave the way to the depot and don't bother your head with that. We don't want your mind bodies listening to us.
I'm not gonna do shit.
Good. We're close. And don't be afraid. Even if the EMP device fries your circuits or something, is it really such a big sacrifice to stop this mess? And I'm willing to make it. Oh no.
I figured I'd meet you here, RoboCop.
Seems like you two have a lot to talk about. I don't want to be in your way.
Nonsense, Mr. Becker. Since I have you here, thank you for providing me with this little thing. I was looking for a loyal partner. I was hoping it would be RoboCop, but your droids will have to suffice.
No problem. And thank you for choosing OCP. Now that my work is done here, so I'm just gonna get...
RoboCop, now that the old man doesn't need you, I don't need you. Keeping you alive this long was a mistake. Let me erase that mistake! Sorry, I won't be staying to witness this. I need to start packing up the toys. Take care of him.
Enemy sighted!
Ik ben een gong met een.